I'm so excited. We're going to make a recording.
Bravo! It was wonderful, Bunny.
Want to try another take?
Well, I don't see why. That seemed perfect to me.
What was that like when you got the call, hey, I'm going to make a movie with Meryl Streep?
So very flattering, but in equal measure, utterly terrifying. It happened about a year before we actually shot the movie, and I spent 1 year being frightened and not sleeping.
Had you heard of Florence Foster Jenkins before taking this on when they came to you?
Well, I knew that there was this hilariously bad singer because people used to pass around cassette tapes in the 70s of her. But I didn't know the details of her life. It is, at heart, a love story and a sort of celebration of pure, untrammeled love, albeit in a rather eccentric kind of dynamic. But it's also, and this was part of the appeal, slightly complex and nuanced, particularly in relation to my character. I mean, here's a man who we gradually learn really, really adores her and protects this woman to the ends of the earth, fiercely, like a dog. But at the same time, he has a girlfriend round the corner. and the challenge there was to make that fascinating and interesting and not to turn audiences off and think, well, I hate him because he's shagging someone else.
Cosme McMoon? That's me, sir. Come. What should I play?
Well, I really don't mind, as long as it's not too loud. What loveliness.
And what people might not realize is that not only are you playing the piano keys like you can play the piano, you are playing the piano. This is all you, musically, in this film.
I play the piano, and Stephen is an eccentric sort of madman, and I met with him, and he was only interested in how well I could play. And I played jazz. I played in rock bands as a teenager, and that was as good as it got. I never played opera. I wasn't cool enough to play opera. And then I had to learn all this, this classical music and opera, and then we shot it all live, so all the music was done.
You actually did shoot that live in the Carnegie Hall sequence?
Yes, all the music in the movie was done as you see it. So they would set up multiple cameras, and they did all these crazy, hooked up the piano to MIDI, and we had earpieces. Basically, we had to learn it as well as we could, so we could then dismantle it and shit all over it. That was the idea, I guess. And it was really fun because we would have fun with each other, and there was sort of a romance in that relationship and in the real relationship between Cosme and Florence, where she would drop a bar and he would compensate, or he would give her the note if she forgot it, and then when he had his 4 bars to solo, he would shine and play really quickly and then go jump back into the murky waters with her. So it was sort of like tandem rock climbing, if one falls, the other fell, and she fell a lot on top of him.